it is my duty because, my brother PRRD is in detention. And it is my duty as a brother that I have to be here to watch over him, for various reasons. Health-wise, his well-being and everything. So, kailangan talaga. I have to be here.
Sir Bong, alam naman natin na nandito ka to support your PRRD as what you have just said. What can you share with us about the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte's current situation inside the ICC detention facility?
In the first place, if we are really going to look back on everything, I would call it, they say in layman's term is kidnap. I would say a special edition. So, the process that they did was really illegal. Because, dapat talaga, PRRD is supposed to answer all the allegations. All whatever, they say about crime against humanity. It's in the courts of law in the Philippines, not here.
So, ibig po ba sabihin, sir, na former president is not afraid to face any prosecution as long as it is within the courts of law in the
He
Philippines?
is prepared for that. But in the courts of law in the Philippines, not here. He doesn't need to answer all these allegations here. Because in the process, you have to face the courts of law in the Philippines.
Sir, how is our former president emotionally?
Emotionally, I would say he's a little bit disappointed because, the rule of law was not followed. Now, being a lawyer, he's a fiscal and everything, the rule of law, in our Philippine courts, in our country, should be followed. Why would he have to face all these allegations, the so-called violation of human rights, crimes against humanity here? For me, personally, it's all politics.
Sir, every time he receives a visitor, how does he normally react?
When he was brought
When he
here,
receives a visitor, sir, every time he receives a visitor inside the ICC detention facility, when you arrive inside the premise, how does he normally react?
well, probably, he was just dazed about, why am I here? This is not the right process. So, since it was already, probably he already realized that this is politics, and I would say it is not only a few people from the top to the few people who orchestrated his being kidnapped here. But I think there is also a third entity, which I will not mention, that is involved in this. So it is politics, it is geopolitics, it is everything.
Sir, on a different note, how does it feel like to be a brother of a former president of the Republic of the Philippines?
As a brother, he is my brother. But because, he is in the limelight, in a way, if he gets into that kind of trouble, of course, as the little brother, I am always there for him.
Did you ever imagine, sir, that your brother would be one day become the president of the Republic?
No, we never thought about that. It was the clamor of the Filipino people, especially in Davao.
Yes.
Because during that time, 2015, where, when he ran for the presidency in 2016, majority of the Filipino people wanted change because during the previous administration, they already saw the flaws and everything. So, in a way, the majority of the people wanted change. So, that's why he decided, okay, I will give it a shot. But there was no like, you know, uh, he will be the president of the Philippines.
You never even imagined, sir, for a second that he will become the president.
No, I don't think so. In fact, during the time, the odds were really,
Slim.
it's a long shot. So,
Okay.
for us, well and good if he wins. If not, that's his destiny.
Yes. Sir, what is something about the former president that you think that people do not really understand or know?
Well, for the Davaoenos, people really understand who he is. Uh, Many of the Davaoenos knows how a compassionate person he is. The only problem is the oligarchs and the other elite group in Manila thinks that, who is this Provinciano to be introducing to us the orthodox way of governing the Philippines. So, to them, they have to paint him black for the rest to be white.
Yeah. Sir, every time you see your brother, the former president, inside the ICC detention facility, what do you feel, sir, seeing
It
him there?
bleeds my heart. But, I have to contain my emotions because that is the reality here. They have these laws, their policies, and I cannot do anything about it. The only thing I can provide him is the comfort and see to it that he is well taken care of by the family.
Sir, on the 11th of October, it will mark the 7 months since his illegal detention. How do you feel about that day? 7 months na po nasa loob ng ICC detention si PRRD.
I think, the- ICC should really reassess everything, considering his age also and his medical issues. They have to reconsider that. They have to make a decision on really what if he is qualified for the interim release.
Please, yeah.
So they have to gauge that. They have their own people there. They have their own medical or whatever. So they make their own assessment. And then probably compare it to other, medical practitioners about his health issues. But him, considering his age, you know, in Europe, there is always the saying that they are very particular about human rights.
Correct, sir.
Okay? So, I would like to ask now, this government, are you considering also his human rights?
Sir, how has this situation affected your family, you think?
Oh, very devastating. I mean, uh, he, when you say crime against humanity, he is not one of those, you see in TV, the portrait about, genocide and everything. That is baloney. That is, all propaganda. It's just because, the present government doesn't want him or another Duterte to sit as president.
Sir, what do you think keeps your family strong during this difficult time?
The more you do this to us, the more we are solid as a Duterte family.
Thank you so much for that, sir. That made me a little bit emotional. Thank you. Sir, you mentioned earlier about the third party or whatnot. Let me look into that statement. Some of the people, really, especially Filipinos, shamefully played a role in bringing the former president into the ICC custody. What message do you like to give to them?
Um, let us stop this politics. ICC is a court of law also. But you should put it in a prospective manner that in this sense, you stick to what the allegations are. So, if I may, you, the legal minds and all that, be perfective in your motive for a guy who is 80 years old, he is no longer in politics, he has no longer the influence, power over people. I would appeal to all of you, please consider his human rights and let him live in peace.
Sir, there are a lot of circulating claims associated to misinformation about the whereabouts of the former president, particularly that he is already in Japan and that the family is just making it appear to the Filipino people that still here in The Hague. What is your reaction to these reports, and how do you respond to those people or individuals spreading the false information?
You know, we all know that there are paid bloggers to do that, uh, spreading fake news. My only appeal to you and answer is this: whatever you see or hear in Facebook or any other social media outlet, please do not fight on that issue right away. The best persons to give you the right information is the siblings or any of the immediate family. When you hear the official statement from the official family, then that is not what you call fake news.
Sir Bong, what is your message to Filipino people who continue to support the former president, your brother?
To those who believe in PRRD, and I think you all know that, uh, just continue to be vigilant on what the other side are painting. Please, you are the educated people. Please, you have people, working for you in the marginalized sector. Please educate them that what they are painting to PRRD is not entirely correct. Tell them that this man has done his share to the country and he did what best he can do. But, because of the limited term that he had, which was supposed to have a continuity on it, but that did not happen anymore because of other ambitious people who wants to remain in power.
Sir Bong, what do you want them to remember, the Filipino people? Or what do you want them to continue thinking for what they're standing for?
Well, I'll just say this: PRRD did his share. Being a mayor in Davao, he did what he had to do uh, regarding the peace and order. He did also what, when he was in the national level.
Mm-hmm.
He did everything. Uh, but, politics is come and go. So I just hope it will leave a memory to those who really know him, who love him. Uh, Please continue what he was advocating for.
Sir Bong, how do you think this entire experience will shape your family's legacy and your own approach to public service and for the future generation?
For future generations, I really hope whatever your parents has taught you, especially those now in politics, that you won't follow their footsteps. You are the generation for the hope. Do not follow the footsteps of your corrupt parents now.
Sir Bong, as a lasting question, is there a message you want to say to the entire nation listening and watching this video right now?
I am only here to relay my own personal feelings. I do not expect all of you to believe me, but please, the middle class, the educated people, please do something about the marginalized sector. Educate them. Tell them that this government, if we will not correct this, the next generation will fall. And what will happen to the Philippines? We will all go down the drain and become a laughing stock of other countries.
Sir Bong, maraming salamat po. Mabuhay po kayo.
Thank you also.